to episode 2 on the BigBrainCraft SMP server. I'm here in Mesh Bay and I've been doing a little bit the last couple of days. You can see sort of a few other buildings popping up. If you'd paid attention on the last stream, you would have noticed there was none of this here. But I've decided to move my villager trades out of the actual Mesh Bay structure itself and build some more sort of specific orientated buildings for each trade. If we walk forward here and we look up, this is the first building I built here is a windmill. I've started a cleric's building over there. I've got a docks built, like a dock workers building over there with the green dark prismarine roof, and a warehouse sort of building over here, which actually contains a zombie spawner below it. I'll be converting that into making it a sort of factory there. As you can see, we've had a few visitors. Part of the reason why I've decided to move my villagers down here is we had a unfortunate accident over, it's going to come up right behind me, over in Mesh Bay, and I've actually a few villagers, which because whilst coming through the portal, a raid was set off. Sneak up here, so sneak up behind me. We'll come up here. Oh, that's the inside of my head. Sort of added a docks area around here. I've got to add a bit more through here. I might add a fishing hut over here. And a couple of fishermen in, sort of nice little area over there to add one in. That structure there you can see is actually our raid farm. Almonds and our raid farm. There was a pillager tower over there we tore down and made the raid farm. Spawns happen up there, drop down into the glass and get killed with a trident killer in there. Further back again is our gold farm. I'm going to add a few more of these sort of lamppost lanterns around, some barrels, some more texture in the ground through here, as well as adding some spruce trapdoors and a few other things about. These buildings obviously aren't completely finished. The exterior's done. There's a few blocks I've got to add that got broken. The factory, we come down this way, we can see, so we come through here. Obviously I haven't mob proofed and we had a little accident there. Come inside the factory. It's not much done yet. We've got the windows in with a few different colours of stained glass windows. We'll quickly duck down. I've got to move the water elevators here. If I can get down the hole. You can see we've got the zombie spawner here. I've done a little bit of mining off that way, but everybody knows how to mine, so we won't have a look at that just yet. And come back up. You'll notice I've got the conduit effect here. That's because strategically around Mesh Bay I've placed several conduits. You can see one down in there. So whenever I'm in any sort of water or it's raining, I get the effects, which makes it a lot easier to see. Also got a beacon effect going on. You'll notice that I don't have any of the swirly potion effects on. Now that's because I've got a texture pack running to get rid of them. Yeah, we're sort of just waiting for that to time out and then I will try and kill them. I can get rid of this now. This was an earlier marker, just so I knew where the zombie spawn was. Found it whilst mining. Come back up here through this creeper hole. I'm going to add another little custom tree garden area here. Resident donkey and child. Now we look at this building here. This is the windmill I've made. Obviously the exterior sort of got to add some overgrown leaves, some texturing around the side here, bit of a fence, come around the back. Tried to add a little bit of detail with the fence posts and that coming through. Got a little area at the back here, covered pergola area where I will add, add several other parts of just some barrels, some textured things around, a few little plants, bushes and that, just to give it a more natural feel that's not just plonked on the ground. We'll head inside and we can see the interior is done. If we look right up, we've got the workings for the grindstone here. Sort of decided to make a gearbox with just some dark oak trapdoors. Fence post supposed to represent. This is supposed to be sort of the grindstone sort of spinning around the carpet, giving the effect of flour. Quite like how this came out. We've got the storage here, we've got the barrels sunk down, floors all slabs. Need to add a little bit more barrels and a few other things back here. I think I might actually add, I do plan on putting in a few farmer villages in here as part of their trades. Obviously I'll have to lock them to farmers before bringing them in so that I end up at... Quickly move upstairs. Had a bit of incident with the... so apologise for half cut. Upstairs we've got a bit more storage, using the new horizontal chains, sort of to block off a bit of a safety barrier. Quite like this sort of attic-y feel. Add some I've still got to add some spider webs and that up in here just to give it a more dusty, sort of less used zone. And then we'll come down here and leave the room. That's sort of what I've been up to in the last few days or so. We also did a tour of Mexico. If you want to see some footage for that, Quetz and a few of the other big brainers have shared that sort of image. I was unable to record. I did attend for most of it until I had to stop because I wasn't feeling the best, so I sort of had to pull out from the tour. But you can see a few of the builds I made there, or the build I made there, as well as some of the great stuff that was done. I think Corvus was live streaming at the time. Quetz has released a few videos. He's got an RTX video as well. A bit short and sweet this episode. I just thought I'd release something updating to where I'm up to. My next task I'm going to do is run away. That wasn't very nice, was it? Where was it? Yeah, so the next task I'm going to do is fix this creeper hole. Then I'm actually going to build a villager breeder. I sort of plan on locating it possibly sort of far enough away that far enough away that yeah. far enough, that was terrible, far enough away that it won't link specifically to the villages I have here, however I think, so I can sort of break their beds, link them in the same spot. I'm not quite sure yet. I might actually make a specific building here. Yeah, sort of. I'm not sure how much recording of the building I'm going to get done, but I will try and record some of it just so I can show you what I've done. I'll be going off a tutorial sort of design I've seen. I have to yeah, I'll be probably building it in that area there somewhere. Yeah, run. Try and get a bit more of these buildings finished, some paths, some creeper holes fixed. And we'll go from there. I do want to have it so I can cure them, lock their trades, cure them, and then transport them to where I want. And go from that way. They'll get the discounts in place. Sorry, where was I? In fact, I think I might build the villager breeder here. Build a building around it. I can cure them, breed them, cure them, lock in a trade for each one of them, sort of far enough away that hopefully they don't link to anything, and then I'll cart them across and place them in their buildings and go from there. Actually quite like that little areas there. So I might cut it there for this episode. Short and sweet, sort of a quick update of where I've been up to. Fortunately, due to illness, I sort of haven't been feeling the best the last few weeks. Sort of been playing a lot more on mobile, sort of not being able to get up, move around, that sort of stuff. But just being tired mainly. But if you want to see any of the other content, I highly suggest you looking at those other ones I mentioned. Quetz and Corvus have got some recent videos. I think Doc's got a new one out. I do know there are a few more planning to release a few things the next couple of days as well, so keep an eye out for them. Remember, join the Discord and you can see all our content, get to know us, ask questions, see what we're up to. Apparently it's lunchtime, so I'm going to pull up there. I'll be back with you soon next time.